NRG Stadium in Houston.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10.
On play action, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 20 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. First down, they go right back to Pierce. They'll get this down to the 38. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here's Fields.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
To the air again, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Pierce. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a 1st down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Olave over the middle.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Off play action, Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Again, Fields. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Chris Olave.
47 yards.
And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, Houston's offense taking over again.
There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 82 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Over the middle, it's complete. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive. Gets the dump off to Pierce, and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
One play action. Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Rolling to his left. And some room to maneuver. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of down.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time. When the defense goes from losing to battle.
Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Fields throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And here's Fields rolling to his right. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and goal from the 1. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
This game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense set to regain possession. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys,
this is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here's Fields. That's Olave bringing in another one. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. 2:09 to play. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Now, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Off play action, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. One play action. Fields. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first.